What's up guys, my name is Connor and welcome back to Star Wars Central. So you may be wondering, where have I been for the past 2 weeks? Well, my PC melted. Honestly, I wish I was kidding when I say that. My PC physically melted. I was outside playing with my dog. Her name is Mishka, by the way. Enjoy the cute pictures. And I figured I should probably go back inside the house and check my email. The reason I needed to check my email is I'm waiting on responses from a couple of people I've been talking to recently about going to PAX West. More on that in another video. Well, actually, I can tell you guys a little bit. I don't know enough to confirm anything, but if I can make it out there, which is going to be really financially tight, then I would be able to meet some of you guys either at PAX West or in Seattle, which would be pretty cool. Obviously, it's still a little early to confirm anything, and I'm waiting on loads of replies here and there about hotel, flight, tickets, etc. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I can make it out there. Anyway, back to my PC disaster / catastrophe / almost burnt my house down level fuck up. So I go back into my house. I walk back up the stairs and holy shit do I smell something terrible. Like really horribly bad. It smells like burning metal and plastic. So I'm thinking, well, it could be my sister. She must have left her hair straighteners on or a hairdryer or whatever stupid electrical device she has. So I go and check with her. Funny thing is, which isn't so funny if you own a very expensive PC, is it's not her. Now I'm getting really worried, so I walk around a bit and finally come to the terrifying conclusion that the disgusting smell of burning metal and plastic and God knows what other toxic materials is coming from my room, and it's coming from my computer, and the smell is getting worse. By now the house is filled with the smell of burning metal and plastic, so I run into my room, look at the computer screen, and then I get confused. My PC is still running, perfectly fine. I tap a few keys, open a YouTube tab, and it's still going, no issues. Messages are still coming through on Skype and Discord, Twitter notifications still coming through, even though it's literally melting itself less than a foot away from me. So I dive for the power socket and switch it off straight away. No shutting it down, no waiting for Windows to turn it off safely, just cut the power immediately. But unfortunately, the damage had already been done. It took me a few days of disassembling the PC and cleaning out just horrible smoke-filled dust and testing each individual part to find the issue. And unfortunately, it wasn't something good. Here is my PC. More importantly, here is a picture of my motherboard. It's a rather expensive one. It's an Asus P9 X79 EWS motherboard. If you wanted to get one of these new, good luck. They stopped making them last year. Finding a legitimately new one in a sealed box will set you back around £600 or $850. Alternatively, getting one used will still set you back around £300 or $400. It's definitely not a cheap thing to replace, especially in my PC. I was hoping that the issue had been a hard drive or a RAM chip or just anything other than what it actually was. Something that I could replace cheaply and easily. It turns out this here on the motherboard, it's known as a chipset or the South Bridge, this overheated, which is an understatement. Underneath that metal heat plate, there is a mess of melted plastic, likely blown out capacitors, dead chips, and ruined transistors. And the worst part is, this cannot be replaced. If this dies, if this stops working, your motherboard is dead. So after checking it's somewhat safe, I plug it back in. And somehow, despite the laws of physics themselves, it still works. It is still somehow going. Better yet, and really weird, after I spent about 2 days monitoring the voltages and temperatures, I decided to boot the PC from scratch. So I launched Windows and straight away, it's automatically reopened all of the things I had open before it tried to melt itself in the middle of my bedroom. How it managed to hold on to that data escapes me. It shouldn't have, but somehow the PC is still working, and I don't know how. I had to babysit my PC for about 5 hours after that because I was still super worried it was going to burn my house down, or at the very least just fry itself and any connected hardware, meaning I would have lost all of my work for YouTube, all of my assets, old videos, backed up ideas. archived messages from you guys, and all of the cool things that you've sent me over the years, I'd have lost everything. But it works. I did a render of an old video to test if I could still render videos earlier today, and it worked. No heat issues, no melting plastic, no smoke, no errors, a perfect rendered video. Somehow my PC is still working. I have no idea how or why. It should be completely dead. The motherboard should be completely bricked and unusable, but somehow it's still going. So, starting today, it's back to YouTube. Expect a lot of videos I've had backed up over the past 2 weeks or so to be coming out soon. I also did make a backup PC, so if this issue ever happens again, I will be able to move straight to my backup PC and keep making videos. I've also invested in a new hard drive, which is going to be an archive of anything and everything on Star Wars Central. All of my old videos, all of the messages, some of the cool things that you guys have sent me over the years. Everything. This PC melting disaster did make me notice how much my life revolves around this channel and my interactions and relationship with you. And I realized that if I lost all of that, all of the messages, the cool videos that you sent me, then it would be catastrophic. It's part of my history, it's part of the channel's history, and it's part of our history that we'd never get back. So I finally backed it all up and sealed the hard drive away. That way, no matter what happens with my PC, the history of this channel and everything you guys have done for me remains safe and secure. Anyway, that's it for today. The PC is working again and it's time to make videos. Thank you so much for your support, guys. In fact, some of you actually figured out something was wrong on Twitter and have been talking to me in DMs. Thank you guys especially for your support. It gave me the motivation I needed to get this fixed as fast as possible. So definitely a big thanks to you guys. Check back tomorrow for another video. I'm really excited and at the same time kind of nervous to see what you guys think. I'll see you next time, and may the Force be with you.